Hello and welcome to another new episode of Learning Simplified. In this tutorial, we are going to learn about function with parameters. In our previous case of learning functions without parameters, we have seen that in case of calling a function, we have to declare that here is the function, and we have initiated a starting bracket and a closing bracket, but there's nothing inside. And there inside these curly brackets or these parentheses, we have used something that should be printed on into your HTML document. Now, after that, all we had to do, the remaining step is to call your function into either in the head part or in the body part, and of course within a script tag. And here comes the result. If we just reload, we can see that this is the result. If we wanted to use a variable here, then all we did, we just call in the variable name, and we had assigned something here. For say this whole bunch of thing, we have used it over here. There it goes. And all we just did, we just called in that particular variable over here. And in the next step, we just called in the function, and if we press Ctrl S and get back to our project and reload, we can see that the effect is same. There's absolutely no problem. We are now going to use some parameters. Now, in the first case, when we'll be using a particular parameter, for say we are using here only a single parameter, no need to declare this kind of variables. We are just writing something over here. For say we are just writing now the things to be considered over here, that we have called in a string and then we have concatenated that string with the parameter that we have used over here so far, and now we are just writing here world. Now if we just press Ctrl S and get back to our project and reload, we can see that hello microwell world, this is the thing that is appearing as an output. And if we check on into our web code, we can see over here that this is the string hello microwell, and then comes the parameter that has been mentioned inside this particular function name. And then we can see that we have called in the function, and then we have provided some information, a string, which is practically passed on into this particular parameter. And the same thing is being executed into your web page. Now, in case if we now use and another thing, we are concatenating another string here. There it goes. Now press Ctrl S and get back to your project and reload, and you can see that all those three strings, those have been written over here: hello world, world, enemy, and intentions. All those things are practically being executed over here. And another thing, we need some particular space. We absolutely need them. Back to our project and reloading, and we can see that the space is on. All those particular strings, those have been defined into this segment. That means when we are calling these function names with some particular string of words or texts or letters or anything, that information that you have provided over here, those information are practically getting passed to the same parameter that you have declared previously, and the exact same thing is being executed into your web page. So this is the thing that we call a function with a parameter, which actually gathers some information that has been provided to it, and then it passes on the argument, and the same thing is now displayed into your web page. Now the question is, if we use more than one parameters, then what will be the outcome? We'll be now using two parameters over here, x and y. We are now providing an alert function over here. That means for this time there will be a pop-up dialog box into your web page, and it will be saying, here it is. Now if all we have to do, we have to call in the function name. We are providing this particular information So here it is. What should be outcome in this particular case? All we can see over here that we have practically assigned two parameters x and y, and we provided an alert function with these particular parameters and along with a string, and then comes the last of these parameters x and y, and we are passing on some information such as apple red, cat white, bull strong, tiger stronger. That means all those informations will be passed on to these parameters accordingly. That means x, it will be passed on with the information of apple, cat, bull and tiger, and y, it will be passed on with this information red, white, strong and stronger. And then there will be an alert box which will be suggesting this first parameter x, then this parameter, it will be concatenated with a string, and then this particular string will be in turn concatenated with this particular parameter y. So let's get back to our project and reload, and here comes the first alert box, apple is red. Then comes the second alert box, cat is white, bull is strong, and then comes this tiger is stronger. So here comes the thing that we have learned from this tutorial. Hope you guys have liked this tutorial. If you guys have liked this tutorial, then do not hesitate to hit that red subscribe button down below. Hope to see you guys in our next tutorial. Till then, bye.